Welcome to building your community and 7 daily activities to do so you can grow your reach and your income. We all know that building a community is vitally important to growing your business. Your community consists of those people who hang on to your every single word and whose problems you help solve. But how often do you work on nurturing that community? Just like any relationship, if you don't give, they're not going to give back. And in this case, they won't give you money for your programs or products. I'm going to cover 7 daily tasks that will engage your community and help you grow your reach while also growing your income. You don't have to do all 7 every single day, but we'll discuss the benefits of each, and then you can pick and choose which one will work best for you and your current marketing strategy. As a business owner, you want to be profitable and you want a community that clamors to buy all of your products or services. It's natural that anyone who starts a business wants to be successful, but the type of success doesn't just happen by itself, and it's certainly not going to happen overnight. Building a following and earning money from that following takes proactive work. Yeah, it's really nice to think that Google is sending you some organic traffic to your site, but it's not wise to just sit around and allow or wait for it to happen. That's being pretty darn passive about your business instead of taking the proverbial bull by the horns and making things happen. I mean, do you want to take action or do you just want to be reactive? One choice here will lead you to success. The other choice will lead you to failure. So instead of waiting for the results you want, try incorporating some simple marketing techniques into your daily routine. I'm going to discuss what those daily tasks look like, but it's up to you to prioritize those tasks and then make them happen. When it comes to marketing your business, it's time to step out from behind the shadows and get yourself used to the spotlight. How will your market know you even exist if you keep hiding in the shadows? You should be proud of your offerings and showcase your experience and learn the question of why they should hire you. I mean, think of it this way. Even if you have a physical location for your business, how are people going to know you exist? Will you rely on people just driving by and seeing a sign for your business? Or are you going to stand on the rooftops and shout that you're open and you're looking for clients? You're certainly going to reach more people shouting from the rooftops than just relying on luck for people to drive by. And I know it might feel impossible to add another task to your daily to do list. So take a deep breath and understand that marketing your business to grow your community and income does not require 10 hours a day. Start off with performing just one task a day. Work your way up to spending about 30 minutes a day on a different task. Once you prioritize your marketing efforts, you'll find more time in the day to get those tasks complete, even if it means you have to get up a little bit early in the morning. Also, remember that with a larger targeted community comes increased income. And targeted really means having a large number of followers or email subscribers that want to hear from you. They're interested in your message. And that also means they will eventually make a purchase. Unqualified followers only want your freebies and will, eventually stop following you. And that's okay. We're going to discuss 7 steps that are going to require work on your part. But hey, this isn't a race, so you can go as fast or slow as you want. The idea is to form some solid connections with your community so they will get to know, like, and trust you enough to become a paid client or customer. I don't know who said blogging is dead, but there is this thought that you might be doing it wrong because contrary to some arguments, blogging is still a very valuable task to grow the traffic to your website and provide useful and valuable content to your audience. With a few carefully placed keywords, the search engines will hopefully reward you with decent search rankings. Naturally, the higher up in the rankings, the more likely your website will be discovered by those searching for those particular keywords. And for those who cringe at the idea of writing blog posts, don't worry. Experts believe that writing a little bit every single day, whether it's in a blog or in a journal, helps cultivate your writing skills. With a daily practice, you'll put those thoughts together more quickly. You'll perfect your writing style and sequences. Plus, you'll have more content to offer to your audience. Remember, your audience follows you and trusts what you have to say. So cultivate that relationship by giving them well written blog posts on a regular basis. One common mistake business owners make, especially those who don't like to write, is they just throw a bunch of random thoughts on a post simply because they want to get it off their to-do list. And there's a huge difference between doing the task versus doing it well. So instead of rushing through the process, make sure each of your blog posts has a purpose, both for you and for your audience. If you want to grow your reach, write about topics that are important to a vast number of people. Make it an epic blog post, say about 1,000 words, with lots of details and actionable steps your audience can take right away. These type of posts are most valuable because they're chock full of information. They get shared across the internet outside of your current circle of influence. Another way to grow your reach through blogging is to share your perspective on your industry. Share relevant tips, how-tos, or to showcase your expertise. Another way to grow your reach through blogging is to share your perspective on your industry, share relevant tips, or how-tos to showcase your expertise. Do you see a pattern yet with the showcasing expertise theme? Report from a live conference. Play devil's advocate with controversial topics in your industry. Introduce a respected peer to your audience. Let your creativity take over to find other ways to show your expertise via your blog. Over time, showcasing expertise and having your audience share your content organically can build both your reach and your income. And if your goal for your post is to grow your income, you still want to provide valuable information to your audience, but then also include a strong call to action. Write about a certain problem your audience suffers from and how your product or program will solve it. This is different from a sales page. Talk to them in a friendlier tone rather than a salesy tone. Include the pain points that your product solves. Commiserate with them about those problems and show that you are in touch with how they're feeling and it's your greatest desire to help them. Blog posts promoting your products, classes, or programs are always a great way to spread the word about your new offer. Bear in mind that if your product is not evergreen or is only available for a limited time, you'll have to do some editing after the sales period is over. Products that are evergreen can earn you some sales for years after you release it, simply because people find the blog post via the search engines. Even if you don't have your own product yet, write a blog post with a call to action to purchase an affiliate product. Most importantly, relate to your audience and showcase your expertise. They are trusting you to be the expert, so prove it to them while adding a call to actions so they know what to do after reading your blog post. I've mentioned calls to actions in relation to blog posts that are selling a product, but get in the habit of always inserting a call to action into your blog post. Calls to action allow you to continue to reap the rewards for each blog post. A call to action answers those questions. What do you want your reader to do next? Think about calls to action that will help grow your reach or your income in some way. Examples for calls to actions include download content, upgrade to a different contact. This can get them on your list, right? Comment on the post. This boosts your social proof. Like or share the post on social media. Again, this grows your reach and puts it in front of other potential ideal clients. Or check out your new offer with a link to a sales page. If you forget to add a call to action, you run the risk of your readers clicking away from your blog without giving you a way to stay in touch. Lost readers equals lost prospects and therefore lost income. So give them a way and a reason to stay in touch with you. So you see, blogging is still pretty relevant and beneficial. If creating the content is difficult, spend some time creating a content calendar so you always know what you're writing about and what offers you can promote at the same time. If you want nothing to do with physical writing, you can hire somebody to help you manage those blog posts. Yes, this is an added monthly expense, but you can redouble the reward, keeping your audience and the search engines happy with new, authoritative content published on a regular basis. And with strong cost to actions, you reap the third benefit of an increased income. Facebook, multiple features to fill your dream client pipeline. Social media opens up a range of opportunities that businesses can utilize to capture a significant following, grow their profitability, and build credibility. With Facebook, for instance, you can use its multiple features to build your community and grow your income. As you dive in, you can quickly be overwhelmed with all of the choices. You may be unable to establish where to start, pick the features and trends that best suits your needs, or know the most efficient approaches to run successful Facebook campaigns. So if you're wondering how you can use Facebook multiple features to fill your dream client pipeline, here are a few tips that I hope will help you. First of all, don't use your personal profile. It is against the terms of service. And realistically, you are capped at 5,000 people as opposed to with a business page or group that you can grow beyond that. So if you don't have one already, create a Facebook business page and a group. The best part about this is that you can socialize, learn more about your target audience, and tailor personalized posts that best suit their needs. Don't make the mistake of making your page or group a one-way stream, to forget to be social in it. While you could be laser focused on creating brand awareness, you also need to enhance your business credibility by engaging your followers. Answer the questions promptly, react to comments on your post, and include creative calls to action that triggers your followers to act, such as by sharing your post with their audience, which extends your page or group reach. And then post consistently. As you strive to keep your business page or group active, you need to post consistently, and that's pretty much daily. This keeps your users engaged, but don't make the mistake of spamming your followers with just salesy content. As you creatively post content, don't overthink. The trick is to make it shareable and straightforward and consistently communicate your business value and expertise to create brand awareness and enhance your credibility. With short and precise posts, for instance, your audience can quickly scan through instead of trying to tailor long or fancy content only to be overwhelmed and deliver little to no value. Among successful approaches to keep your audience engaged is spicing the post with photos, videos, and even live streaming. As you strive to fill your dream client pipeline, you could make the mistake of concentrating your efforts on generating new leads and forgetting your current loyal followers. Keep in mind that your current followers are more likely to buy from you or make repeat purchases. You need to keep them engaged. For instance, you can tailor exclusive content within your Facebook group and offer incentives such as promotions with manageable conditions. Forgetting people already in your community could affect your profitability. It pretty much costs less to convert past customers than generating and nurturing new leads. Keeping people already in your community happy further enhances your profitability as they share your business to their audience and thereby growing your reach again and your credibility and your brand awareness. And remember those call to actions from the blog posts? Well, they apply here too. How do you want your followers to react to your social posts? Are you interested in expanding your reach, enhancing your credibility, or generating more sales? With a creative call to action, your post can do more than keep your business page or group alive. You could ask your followers to ask questions, leave a comment, share the post, or private message you for more information, among other considerations. Leveraging your followers to gain more exposure, such as with a call to action to share your post, enhances your brand awareness campaign while improving your credibility as consumers easily trust recommendations from other consumers rather than ads. While tailoring calls to actions to generate more sales, you could include freebies, among other promotions. You could ask your followers to sign up and share the post to win freebies or entries to a set promotion. Do note, however, that you need to offer valuable freebies. If the user feels like they're jumping through hoops only to receive insignificant freebies, they won't be motivated to fulfill your call to action conditions and therefore reducing the effectiveness of your efforts. Facebook boasts of over 1.8 5 billion active users daily. With such exposure, your business can quickly fill your dream client pipeline without breaking your bank, as you include Facebook in your quest to enhance your business profitability. However, you need to employ effective measures to ensure that your business page or groups generate a significant following. No matter which social media platform you use, remember to keep it social and avoid spamming your followers with salesy posts. Here's some top tips for using live or recorded video to uplevel your credibility in your reaches fast. How effective is your brand awareness campaign? Are you only getting the word out, or are you inspiring your audience? Is your business credibility growing by the day? Enhancing your credibility can feel like an impossible task, mainly if you only concentrate your efforts on marketing your products. It would help if you let your audience understand your business value, how it addresses their concerns, and how involved you are in ensuring that their lives are made easier. The good news is, with ever evolving technology, you can now conveniently supercharge your credibility by using live or recorded videos. As statistics show, Facebook alone boasts over 100 million video watch hours. Combined with YouTube and Instagram, this gives you a rich pool to explore. Plus, you can embed those videos on your blog. Apart from a broad reach, imagine this. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, how about a video consisting of both the picture and the sound that almost captures the real personal touch? With video, your audience can easily connect with you and your brand. They can actually see you instead of imagining what you look like or wondering if you're a real person. Add the fact that you can also hear your voice in a video, and you've got the best next thing as meeting in person. Using video also allows you to showcase your passion, and as your audience sees your face and hears your voice, foster a better relationship as they see you as a real person rather than just another marketing campaign. Research shows, compared to various online content approaches, video is the fastest way to build healthier connections and credibility. While utilizing video to build your credibility, you have to be creative to ensure that you're doing it right and not just putting forth a shallow effort to implement the trend. Among the top tips for using live or recorded video to uplevel your credibility and your riches in fast include: use a creative title and call to action. You only have a few seconds to capture your target audience, which is easier when you create a killer title and description. While you can live stream on Facebook without a title, creative titles allow you to capture your audience attention quickly and with a creative opening, hook them and keep them engaged throughout the session. To get the most out of the video, you also need to include an engaged call to action. With effective live stream calls to action, you can enhance your reach, such as asking your audience to share the live video with your connections. Shares, comments, and simple engagements such as emoji reactions help you to further your reach, and as you interact with your audience in real time, supercharge your business credibility. After the session, be sure to include a final call to action with significant contribution. For instance, apart from comments, questions, likes, and shares, you could call your audience to sign up, subscribe to your channel, visit a particular page on your site, or commit to a set of tasks such as like and share to win freebies. Provide quality content over quantity. As more organizations embrace live and a recorded video, you could make a big mistake by bending to the pressure and hurriedly making videos or going live with little to no value to offer to your audience. From clear visuals and sound to the content of your video, you need to be prepared to ensure that your video showcases your business in the best way possible. If a user has to squint to make out your face or struggle to hear what you're saying, that session is a waste of time, and it will only hurt your business rather than build credibility. You would be better off with a monthly live stream and repurposing your videos for your blogs rather than producing poor quality uploads that deliver no value to your audience. You can host question and answer sessions. Live stream is perhaps the best way to connect with your target audience. As you strive to position yourself as a thought leader, you could host monthly Q&A sessions. This allows you to demonstrate your authority, enhance your credibility, not to mention build better relationships as you answer questions in real time. While hosting such sessions, you could also kick it up a notch higher and interview your audience and experts in your industry or offer yourself up to be interviewed live. This approach brings more eyeballs to your business since you also reach out to the audience that might not know about your existence. With authoritative content that demonstrates your mastery of the subject while delivering valuable information to your audience and well thought out humor that keeps them engaged, you can comfortably create brand awareness and credibility. And timing matters. Timing is a significant factor when utilizing live streams. Following your target audience characteristics, you need to ensure that your live streams hit when most of them are, well, online. For instance, if you do it during work hours or odd hours, you could be talking to no one, which in turn negatively affects your reach. Shorter streams and videos that can be watched during lunch breaks, on the other hand, stand a much better chance to attract more views and reactions, thus enhancing your success rate. Live or recorded videos can address almost any subject, including tutorials on how to use different products, preparing your audience for upcoming promotions and trade shows, just to name a few. With your face and voice that adds to your credibility, you can quickly uplevel your reach, enjoy a better conversion rate, and generate profitable sales revenue. Yes, email is still king or queen, and let's leverage it for massive business growth, shall we? For some reason, we think of content as the content on our websites and our products, but one important piece of content which never should be forgotten is your email content. It is almost guaranteed to be more important to grow your email list than it is your social media following. Your email list is filled with prospects who want to hear from you. You should also have a separate list with customers who have already invested in your products or programs and who are eager to see what else you produce. Keeping a steady communication with these people is one very personal way to nurture this relationship so they continue to buy from you or they eventually decide to make their first purchase. Another big reason to stay focused on email marketing is because, well, it's really inexpensive. Yes, you'll have to pay for an autoresponder email service, but you will find a variety of service at varying payment levels. Even the most frugal budget can afford an email autoresponder. According to Overlow, average expected return of investment is $32 for every dollar you spend on email marketing. And if you're spending on email marketing is your time, even better to have more profit in your pocket at the end of the day. Your email list includes people who already know, like, and trust you the most. Something about you has already resonated with them. They like what you had to say. They want to hear more. They like what you're offering and they want to see more from you. Keep providing them with valuable information and insights while guiding them on a journey through your email funnel to the next conversion point. What do you send to your email list? Well, content. In addition to promoting your services and products, your audience still expects useful tips, industry insights, or action steps that they can implement right away to solve a problem. Whatever you would post on your blog or social media channels, you can also send to your email list. Think about your content in terms of how you can share your expertise, provide hot tips, share stories, and build those relationships. When you're connecting with your audience in their inbox, it's very similar to have a one on one conversation. So it's the best time to be personal and conversational. Some businesses even send out daily emails, but that may not be a good fit for you. Spend some time creating the emails and then you can schedule them to go out in a follow up series at intervals that are good for you and your audience. And here, if you cringe at the idea of not knowing what to write, or if that's the sole reason why you don't send more emails, set aside time each week to plan out your content strategy. When you have a topic in mind with some bullet points and a corresponding paid offer, you'll find the process of writing your emails much easier. And before you know it, you'll be able to sit and plan your content for a month at a time. Real content experts plan out an entire year's worth of content and make little tweaks as the year progresses. No matter how often you send emails to your list, always end with a call to action. Let them know what the next step is. What is the one thing that you want them to do from that email? Where should they go when they're done reading, and what should they do when they get there? Just as with blog posts and social media posts, your readers need a call to action. They need guidance down your funnel. And as we've talked about earlier, calls to action can help build your reach or your profit. Reach building calls to actually include buttons to share on social media or PS asking them to forward this email to a friend who might enjoy the information. Profit growing calls to action include a link to check out your service page if they like what they just read, or a PS to whatever you're currently promoting or a service you want that ties back to something you've just shared. Don't let them close that email without taking some kind of action, or they might forget about you. Instagram and earn like a top influencer, even if you have a small following. Yep, Instagram is another platform with multiple ways to connect with your audience and to put more profits in your pocket every single day. Within Instagram, you have many options to use, such as posts, stories, Instagram TV, and even direct messages. Just as with Facebook, you don't have to use all of these features, but you should at least experiment with them to test which ones get the most engagement. Test out which works best for you and your audience, and don't be afraid to mix it up just a bit. You could choose to do one or more type of content every single day based on the type of content your audience tends to consume and enjoy the most. As the name suggests, it's a great place for instant communication, feedback, and engagement with your followers. It's nice and even encouraging to have a lot of followers, but followers count isn't necessarily everything that you want to try. Likes, or in this case, hearts, are a great indicator you're doing something good in your feed. But comments are definitely better. Another thing to test, in addition to post types, is the best time and frequency to post without overwhelming your followers or losing track of the conversation. Most people report midday being the best period, but some audience are more active in the morning or in the evening. For frequency, anywhere from 1 to 5 posts per day can be the sweet spot, depending on how active the conversations are and how much you want to share. Use your caption hashtags to your advantage. Hashtags are important because they do a variety of things on Instagram. They can bring you new followers, help you connect with like minded people, and give you insight in what's going on across your industry or niche. Seeing what others are posting across those hashtags can give you new ideas for fresh content too. I know you're excited to try all of these different type of posts, but let's not overdo it. Just because you can use 30 hashtags per post doesn't mean that you need to fill all of those slots. While that used to be a good practice, the algorithm has changed and evolved. So a long list of hashtags is now similar to keyword stuffing on the page on your website, and too many hashtags can definitely come off feeling spammy to the readers. Instead, just pick a handful of focused and relevant hashtags to use in your post. You may even want to test out a few posts with no hashtags at all and have just a nice tidbit of written content. Another creative strategy for growing your following is to create branded hashtags for your Instagram post. They can be as simple as your brand or business name, or there might be the name of a group challenge or program that you're running. These sorts of hashtags provide an easy way for people to follow what you're doing, of course, but they also provide a way for your audience to follow and connect with each other, and therefore naturally building a true sense of community. And again, do not forget the call to action. While calls to actions on Instagram are slightly different than other places you create content, there's a lot you can do. Keep things simple and be clear about what you want them to do next. Some examples of calls to action on your regular posts include comment below, direct message me, drop an emoji, see the link in the profile. Calls to action for stories might include swipe up to check out an outside link. This is only available for 10K or more followers though. Direct message me more info. Some polls, multiple choice polls, responding to question feature using the slide feature and the chat function, which creates a group chat in your direct message others can join in. And if you're not over 10,000 followers to have clickable links available, that's okay. Instagram users are used to seeing URLs that aren't clickable. They copy and paste or directly type it into the browser. And if that's something you're not sure about, you can use Pretty Links, which is a plugin for WordPress, to link them to a specific landing page or product. You can also just let them know link in bio is part of your caption, and they'll know to click on the link in your Instagram bio. You can change out the link, or you can use Linktree service to have an option with multiple links. Lastly, don't fret if you don't have many thousands of Instagram followers yet. Even the most popular influencers started off with few followers. You can't compare yourself to starting off with someone's success who's been working and growing their following for years and years and years. Also, the number of followers isn't really as important as the amount of engagement you receive. Smaller, more targeted following that engage with your daily will yield more sales than followers with, zero engagement. The same is true with email marketing. The more targeted your subscribers, the more purchase you will experience. One mistake smart, creative entrepreneurs make every single day that can cost you hundreds, if not thousands. The theme of this next step is engagement. How you interact with your followers, prospects, and customers is vital to whether you're growing these business relationships successfully. Every relationship contains some give and take. If you give your followers content that continues to educate and help them, they in turn will grow to trust you and will give you their hard earned money for product or coaching sessions. Engaging with your followers via your content, your social media conversations, and your email marketing efforts is what makes you a real person in their eyes. It helps prove them that you truly care about their struggles and engagement while help show your passion for helping others. For those who are only concerned about earning the almighty dollar instead of serving their audience, their engagement will usually be very limited. If they decide to answer questions on social posts, they will usually be very short and they will be likely answers many days after the questions is asked. They may even engage in arguments with followers, or they may craft snarky answers to those who call them out on their lack of engagement. These people don't care about relationships. They just want to make money and run. Which situation would you prefer to be in? The obvious way you can give your audience is by giving them content. Let's say you've written a kick ass blog post and you're not promoting it on social media. Once it publishes, what do you do next? One mistake many people make is do nothing. I like to call that the spray and pray marketing method or wishful marketing. You make a blog post and you cross your fingers that people see it and give it some love. After you created your content for the day, don't just let it sit there. This is one huge mistake lots of people make. They simply post and run, and then wonder why their content creation and growth building activities aren't really paying off. This is merely the first step in engaging your audience. So when promoting something on your blog, don't just post a link to your website. That's not connecting with your audience. That's posting a link for no apparent reason. Always include a more personal intro to the link, such as, hey, I know a lot of you asked me about this topic over the last few weeks. Here's my take on it. Or give them a call to action to leave their thoughts after reading the article. Make it a habit to engage with your audience every single day. You can ask daily questions or simply offer them support. Give them helpful tips or share inspiring quotes. Most importantly, do your best to make every person who posts or responds to your daily content feel special and heard, even if it's just saying with thank you or I'm so glad it resonated. Sometimes those simple comments will lead into larger conversations, which is wonderful. But the vast world of social media make everyone feel like they matter instead of making them feel invisible. If you have trouble remembering to engage, set a reminder alarm on your phone or schedule time on your calendar. Within 1 hour is when your post is the hottest, with the most people liking or commenting on it, and interacting with them in real time can yield great conversation. That first engagement might even get more people to comment on your post. The more comments you receive on any post, the higher it'll get pushed into the algorithm and the more people will see it. It's a fun cycle, but it requires you to interact with your followers. How have you been engaging with your private clients or group clients? Do you have a way to interact with them daily? Do you have exclusive content reserved just for those paying clients? Don't focus solely on wooing prospects. Your most loyal customers are those who have already bought from you, so it behooves you to treat them like gold. One bad experience, such as feeling ignored, will convince them to spend their money elsewhere. Make sure to engage with these clients, follow up with them, and check in with them every day. You can do this via private Facebook group or with a Box app on your mobile phone. They're the people most likely to sing your praises and buy from you again. One of the things that's often get overlooked is networking. In the age of social media and marketing automation, sometimes we forget that putting aside the instant gratification of social media and the set it and forget it aspect of automation in favor of simple one-to-one sales conversation is the easiest, fastest way to sell your service. It's called good old business networking for a reason. There's certainly nothing wrong with online networking. We've talked about Facebook and Instagram and Bit Today And Facebook alone has over billions of users, so it makes sense to use these platforms to network. But instead of reaching out to masses, reach out to individuals to learn more about them and their business. Networking is simply having a conversation. It's not the time to drag out the PowerPoint slides to make a hard sell. You're asking about their life, their business, their needs, and possibly about their struggles. In return, they will likely ask you those same questions and learn more about your business. You may discover that this person does not fall into your target market, which you can chalk up this effort to making a new connection. Relationships matter. Or you may find that there are actually in your ideal client, in which case you can try to entice them into your funnel. Either way, you're making a personal connection with a real person, and that connection should be valued. You never know if this connection will become your client or customer in the future. Don't discount the value of networking in person. Lots of stereotypes exist with spammy business owners shoving business cards into everybody's hand. While that person does exist, in person networking is still a simple conversation, sometimes in a small group, depending on how large the event is. Practicing your strong handshake and direct eye contact. Prepare your elevator speech ahead of time and bring along some business cards for those who ask for it. Networking takes real work on your part. While it's nice to think people will search you out when they need your help, the simple reality is that most people need firm reminders about who you are and what you do. As part of your morning routine, make it a point to follow up with old leads or reach out to new people and offer them a free strategy clarity discovery call. Even those who said no in the past may be in a position this time to say yes. But you'll never know if you don't ask. When doing this type of prospecting, keep a running list of who you speak with and when you should follow up with them next. The old marketing rule of 7 touch points still holds true. It takes about 7 touch points for someone to feel ready to work with you. Touch points are the times that you reach out for that personal interaction. Consider each phone call or personal email one touch point and just keep rotating through the list of prospects. And if you want an easy sell, contact those people who've already worked with you. If they had one good experience with you, chances are they've spent their money to have another good experience. You've already sold this group on your expertise and passion to help them. Now it's just a matter of time showcasing the benefit of your latest product. People you should reach out to include potential clients, past clients, potential joint venture partners, possible collaborations, people you admire, Facebook group members, people who've responded to your social media posts, especially those who do that on a regular basis, and people who've responded to your email marketing, even if it's just a note of admiration. Networking and prospecting never ends. If anything, these processes should work like a well-oiled machine, always turning its gears to get people into your sales funnel. If you don't have a steady list of prospects calling to speak with you, get started on your daily routine of reaching out proactively to people and getting to know them on a personal level now and today. I hope that you found this helpful. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below and reach out. I'm here to help you.